So what's up, people? I know you don't like that
Oh
one.
yeah, I really.
All right. So today, we've got recruiter tabs joining us. I can't be asked to get up, so just imagine he's sat down now, right? and, and basically, he's gonna try and sell you an apprenticeship.
Based on the questions I ask, but like.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, right. So first question.
What are you saying?
Well, first and foremost, very generic question. Just why personally would you choose an apprenticeship over uni, knowing that
Fam,
uni is the popular option?
no brainer, it.
All right.
Imagine, yeah, being 9 grand in debt, or imagine being paid 18 grand a year. What would you
Okay.
choose? Hmm.
Well, there's more details
Nah, it's
to
more.
it.
To be
Fair
fair,
enough. Yeah.
so my choice was so originally my whole plan was obviously go sixth form, go to a good uni, and do like I don't know, like dentistry or aerospace engineering.
Well, apart from the end plan, that's everyone's plan is to go sixth form then uni.
Yeah,
A very
but
generic plan. Yeah.
very genetic. Yeah, and I hadn't actually looked into it. But when I was like, what year 8, year 9, year what's that like 14, 15,
I think so. Yeah.
I was coding games in my free time. I was using this thing called Game Maker and all that.
That early? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, I started like year
You
8,
never
I
mentioned
think.
that.
End
Yeah.
of year 8, start year 9. And so that was how I like kind of put my foot in the door with coding.
Okay.
Then obviously I kept doing it in my free like I would code for fun, right? If no one was on Xbox, I would turn off my Xbox and go and code.
Really? Okay. Right.
So like I love coding. Like, it's so fun to me. And like literally some points when I have to like be like, yo, I gotta stop coding because I have to do this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like playing a game for me. Like I love it. Anyway, so I was going through. Then sixth form came about. So the thing about me is that I'm not like dumb, but I'm not that smart. Like I'm quite average, but I'm not that good like for sixth form. So
I
my
would
grades were
say
like
I'd
quite
say you're,
bad.
I would say you're smart, but not the academic.
Yeah, I'm not academic. I'm not academic. Like
Yeah,
you hear me
academic.
read.
It's a games. Yeah, I've heard you read.
You hear me read. I can't read.
Yeah, yeah. I have to read sometimes because you can't. That's what makes me laugh.
I can't read.
You have
Like,
to
do
pass
you
the
know what?
baton, bro.
I genuinely had like a few months of just trying to get better at reading.
How
It
did
just
it
never came about.
go? Few months.
Yeah, it was
So much wasted time.
no, but I am better. I am better. Obviously, it's still
I,
bad, but I'm better.
right. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, the first few months of sixth form was like no, the summer before sixth form was when I really got into coding because obviously before sixth form you get like the work to do before it,
Yeah.
but other than that, there's nothing really to do. So I was coding like
So you
six
had
hours a
a passion
day,
for it, though. Really, like
huh?
you had a real passion for it, though, because
Yeah, I was like coding for like 6 hours a day during that summer holiday. Like honestly, I was coding a lot.
well, then that's why I would say like with it's quite difficult to look at your options when you don't have a passion. So myself actually included, like if you're because I've never really had a strong passion for anything, not like that, especially from like your like kind of young age.
Mm.
Apart from sport, so forget sport, but like, what would you say for someone who doesn't have a passion that
That's
like
the
in
thing.
something like what would your direction be? Because an apprenticeship, uni's quite a vague slot.
That's
Do
the
you know
good
what I
thing
mean?
about uni. But
Yeah,
also, I'm doing a degree apprenticeship, so I get a degree at the end. So I still got a broad.
two birds with one stone kind of thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I knew coding was a passion. If you know what I mean. Like, if you were to ask me when I was younger, so I was, what do you enjoy doing? I would have said, oh, I like playing. Back in the day when I used to play FIFA a lot, so I'd be, oh, I like playing Xbox, I like playing FIFA, I like playing PlayStation, all that. I would
Yeah,
never have
okay.
said coding is a passion. Like, it just kind of came about
The more common things, yeah. Okay. Oh,
like one day when I was like, oh, let's try and because I'm actually no, that's my goal was to be a game developer.
okay, that's it.
Then that obviously didn't work out.
Then life hit.
Then life hit me, and I realized how hard of an industry that is to get into, and how kind of not worth it is to get into as well.
Yeah, you kind of have to start out early and.
I did start out early, so I could have made it in, but the problem with it is, I don't know if you know, but like loads of people are getting laid off. Anyway, back to
I'm not up to date with all that kind of stuff.
but like, yeah, I don't know if you don't have a passion. I don't actually know. Like, I would.
Because uni is a more generic approach. Like, I'd say myself included, again, because me getting a degree is like a
The
safe
setup.
bet.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because it's
Mm.
something to just like fall on. But with an apprenticeship, it's great that you know what you want to do because now you can go into it and directly go hit it. But if you don't, it's a real hit or miss situation there. That's a
I would suggest go for a vague apprenticeship as well. Like, for example, like I know that sounds a bit dumb, but trust me. Like, for
no.
example, mine is my degree is software and technical solutions. So
Okay.
if I want to, I can be a network engineer as well. And I'm guessing you don't know what that is, but like it's not the same thing. But I can do it because of my degree.
For someone who wants to meet like more people and just generally change their life of in a social aspect, like they just don't know. Like, let's say they weren't popular and they don't want to gain popularity, but they want to meet a lot more people, like
Yeah.
have a social life, right?
Mm.
Where is an apprenticeship something you would recommend?
That's not. I couldn't give you a definite answer because, like, for example, my company is 9 people,
Okay.
and my courses I only see them for 2 days.
Yeah. See, that's
So,
the difficulty.
but the thing about me is like, you know me, like I can make friends quite quickly. But if
Yeah.
you can't make friends quite quickly, and if you're quiet for those 2 days, that's your chance gone to make friends.
You're in a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say maybe if you were gonna go for an apprenticeship at like Microsoft or IBM or at big companies, then yeah, you've got a chance of meeting new people. But at the same time, they'll be quite old, probably. Unless obviously you'll be with the other apprentices, but like with at big companies, yeah, you shouldn't do too badly, but you can't expect to have like the party life of a uni student.
No, I see that.
So how I maintain friends and stuff is I go visit. Really, that's my only way. Because other than that, I don't mean this sound like quite like soppy, but other than that, it is quite lonely. I'm not gonna lie. Like in my office, like on Thursdays, no one comes in. I'm the only one in the office.
Really,
Yeah, so I just put my headphones in and get on with it. Like I could work from home, but I don't like working from home.
I I don't know. I really work well at home. Like
Yeah,
even
it's
at
different for
uni,
each
my
people.
flat, I can just yeah, okay, different folks, different strokes. But like, yeah, I really work well at home. So I find if I can bring it home, that's it. That's where I'm bringing it.
Yeah, I get you.
'Cause, yeah, that's so much easier for me. But I mean, now you're good now. But when before you applied, did you not find like you might have a small case of FOMO, fear of missing out?
Obviously, yeah. I think I
Yeah.
say it quite a lot. Like I'm like, oh, I do wish I had the uni life. Like honestly, like it does look sick the downtime you have because you're just surrounded by people.
You think that? Yeah, I think because obviously you're the one who needs to sell it, but from the perspective of a uni student, having downtime is great, but only if you use it. If you don't, it's a quick and slippery slope into just
Yeah,
lazy life that you can possibly. Like, I know people who live off one meal a day, and that meal is just a pack of noodles. Like, just because the rest of the day, they're just chilling. Like,
yeah.
straight out, like in a word, that's it. They're literally just chilling. Like,
And I've seen people get quite complacent. Let's say, like people come back
that's a
a
big
bit
word.
bigger than they were, if you
What you-
know, you know
what?
what I mean.
Oh, my bad, my bad. Why did I
But
miss that? Why did I miss that?
um,
Sorry, what? Let it go a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
they they get the Elsa on.
Let the let the shape change.
Yeah, but like
Right.
um, it does seem like, but that could be a stress thing as well. But it does seem like
Yeah, do you know what? Now that you say it, I don't want to
you
equal.
don't say names, but you know the people.
Yeah, you're thinking of someone like in
Yeah,
particular. Yeah, I'm thinking of a few people. Yeah, they let it go a little bit, but life is life. Like you gotta do. You know,
I had
you
one mate. He
eat when
was
you can.
he was literally a twig when we were younger. He came back, and I was like, "This you?
Yo, what happened?
You good?" Well, obviously you don't say it, but when you know when they're like, they call you, but you don't recognize them. Well, this is what happened to me anyway.
You know
They
when
were
people
like,
privately check on you?
they call me. I didn't recognize them. I was like, "Oh, it's you." I felt
Yeah.
so.
You ever feel like something really has to be wrong in your life because someone privately checks with you? You never had that. Someone sort of not takes you away, but goes,
Hey,
"Yo,
bro,
yo,
can you
whilst
go a sec?
everyone's away, yeah, something good, man." Like that is a real worrying thing. If someone says that to you, really question what's going on
It's like,
because they're seeing something.
you eating good? Like you're eating a bit too good, fam.
Are you sharing? Who else is eating with you?
Are you sure you're sharing the share platter you get?
it's a it's a bargain bucket. Like,
Nah, but the thing is though, with me, socially, I've joined a lot of clubs now. Well, not a lot, but I've joined one.
yeah,
But I've been doing a lot of things even.
no, too.
I've been doing a lot of things like clubs. So two, yeah, you're right, two.
Yeah,
Sorry.
too. Yeah.
But to be fair, the other one I joined is a uni society, so I've got to know like a load of uni people, and it's actually sick. To be fair, but
Okay, I would say in a social sense, then you've done what you're supposed to do to the maximum like capacity.
yeah, but for someone who struggles with making friends, oh, it's a slippery slope,
You're
man.
in a yeah,
It's,
you're in a tough boat.
you
Like
gotta learn to get out. Because the thing is, like for example, touch rugby. I wanted to go for about a year before, but I was looking for someone to come with me, but no one would do it. So it wasn't until one day I was like, okay, let me just go by myself, and that was probably the hardest part. But everyone's so nice, so it didn't really.
do you find an apprenticeship is more of a approach where you need to know what you want?
Nah, I think you can go into it still unsure,
Okay.
because I feel like because if you go into it like at 16, so if you came out of year 11 and did it, and so if you do a degree like me and you do 4 years, you come out when you're 20 with a degree, and you're
And
still only 20.
yeah.
You
And you're
can you can go to uni if you want to and do something completely different.
wait, apprenticeship 1 year. I know yours was, but like
No, 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 no. It's mine. So
because yours
mine's actually 3 and a bit years. But I
yeah.
did a level before because my A levels weren't good enough to get me on the.
Ah,
So
okay.
mine's ended up being nearly 5 years. So,
Jesus.
but if I came out, oh no, so you would actually do 5 years. So yeah, so you came out 22, 23. Um, yeah, I thought my maths was off there. If you came out at 22, 23, you can
I
still
thought you
go
were.
uni and not look weird, you know.
I thought you were reading.
No, no,
When you
I was like,
pause, I
I was like,
assume you're reading.
I was like, 18 plus 5.
Uh,
So yeah, you can still come out and not be like a complete social reject. Wait, no, that's the wrong topic. You can still come out and go to uni.
I think when it comes to like applying for either apprenticeship or uni, it's hard, I would say, to learn social skills in an apprenticeship environment. Because in a uni environment, you're all in the same boat. You'll hear that all of the first like month, I say,
Hmm.
because everyone has concerns about meeting people. Like everyone, I mean, the most confident person will feel conflict here because they'll be like, I actually don't know anyone here.
Hmm.
Like, I really don't want to. I have to make a good impression here, but at the same time, just meet who you meet, right?
Hmm.
In an apprenticeship environment, do you not find there's a real lacking of opportunity to sort of, because I know for your sake, but if we talk in a more general and average kind of, you know, conditions, do you know what I mean?
Um, to be fair, well, it's obviously you haven't been to it, but like for example, my lectures, how they work is, so the problem with me is I don't live near any of the uni centers.
Yeah.
So I'm literally like a uni ho. Like I go to every single one, yeah. And I've been to like all of them now, like not
Yeah.
all of them, but quite a lot. And some people they are lucky enough to go to the same one each time. So if you live near London, you always go to London one and stuff.
Oh, so it's like a regular.
So you
Yeah.
actually like you book on to your lectures.
You book them.
Yeah, you book them. So how it actually works is, you know, when you have, well, you don't, like when you work a job, some jobs will send you to training. So we're actually doing those courses, but as a degree. So you actually have to book it. So anyway, with me, these courses, when you go into them, no one knows anyone unless you know another apprentice from your company goes to the same one as you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it
So
is.
you're all in the same boat.
Yeah, still the same boat approach.
And
Right.
obviously at work it's a bit different because obviously these people might have been working with each other for years, months, weeks, whatever. So
Yeah.
but that goes away after like a week, and after you get to know, like for example, some people have teams. After you get to know your team, you're cool. And
Okay.
me, because obviously there's only 9 of us, I got to know everyone really quickly because everyone came in to the England office, my office for that week when I was there. So I got to know everyone. Then it's just kind of easy to maintain relationships. But I feel like in the courses you do have those awkward, no one knows each other. You see 4 empty chairs. You pick who to sit next to, whoever looks the coolest.
Yeah, but then you find out the coolest looking one
It was the one over there who actually had the
who actually
anime
turns
t-shirt
up,
on.
does the, yeah,
You know what I mean?
does the work. Like,
Nah, to be fair, actually, that I've never had it where I've sat next to someone who I didn't like, because me, like my friend, I don't know, I have quite diverse taste in people. Like, I like hanging out with anyone. Like the
yeah,
one I was with, the one I've just been on, last week, 2 weeks ago, the guy I was with, he was like proper nerdy and into the games, but like the thing in me,
cool.
I like games as well,
yeah.
so it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I find when it comes to me and you and socializing, we're very I like the word I always use is adaptable, just because you always have a small taste of everything, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If they have a big taste for it, you can still talk about it. Do you know what I mean? You can still engage in conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear
Yeah,
me? Yeah.
it's like I get you, I get you. It's like yeah, like oh, the best thing is he was actually a fan of F1, bro.
Oh,
Hours was
that's a
spent,
seller for you, honestly.
hours was spent talking about that.
Anyone I feel like I should introduce to you is because F1 is a huge thing for them.
Yeah,
Like,
even the course I did before in London, the guy I sat next to, he was into cars.
yeah,
I love cars.
yeah.
It was just amazing. But
Oh
yeah,
my
nah, yeah, we're all in the same boat on the courses, so you do have that awkward. But the thing is, also there has been people actually where they sit in the corner and they don't talk to anyone for the 2 days, or the week. However
See,
long the course
those
is.
are the type of people I'm kind of trying to describe with, because that's a real concerning issue when they like don't socialize. Now,
Yeah,
it can either be obviously they don't really want to, and that's fair. Like people like to stick to themselves. There are people like that. But the
it's
ones that
quite
want
hard.
to socialize, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I feel like it's more difficult in the apprenticeship environment.
No, I say it's actually quite hard to socialize and to not socialize in the apprenticeship environment.
Oh, for real?
Because
Okay, so
like
I'm not there.
the course that I literally was just on, there was only eight of us in the class, 8 computers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 8.
Okay.
I just had to like, do mental map.
All I heard was
Yeah, I was like counting the seats. Yeah, so it's 4 on one side, 4 on the other, and the teacher. Yeah, 8. Well, 9 including the lecturer. But like, and the thing is, how our lessons work is it's a conversation, not a lecture in a way.
I don't know if I prefer that, just because when it comes to, yeah, that's more of a preference point, like
Oh yeah, when
when
they ask questions, it's silent for 2 minutes.
oh my god, have you been picked on yet for a question?
That's it. They don't really do that. They're more of
Get picked on, and if you don't, some lecturers will let you off if you don't know. They'll just move on straight away, like they only just wanted to get the attempt. But some lecturers will wait. It's kind of like, yo, I'm a full grown man here. Can you just let it go? I'm just trying to listen.
yeah.
It can get quite embarrassing. But a conversation, okay.
The thing about me is I get so much. Oh, like this is if hopefully someone's listening who wants to do an apprenticeship, but don't be scared to get stuff wrong. I get so much stuff wrong, yeah, but like. And in the grand scheme of things, no one actually cares. Like, unless you say
Yeah,
the
that's true.
stupidest answer, right? No one's.
Try to be funny.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the thing is, if it's funny, it's good because like everyone can have a laugh. But like,
If you're trying too hard.
if it's wrong, like I get so many wrong, but no one actually goes, "Oh, yo, you remember that question you got wrong?" Because no one ever remembers.
Yeah.
And even the lecturer will be like, close, but not quite Carling, or they'll
Not,
be like, not quite. Then they'll pass on to someone else.
did they say not quite Carling? Was
No,
it?
no, I just, I just they won't. No, like I don't know. Like I feel like that's why most people don't want to say anything because they don't want to be wrong. So it's just say it. And also it helps the class move along. Because some people they wait for someone to say something. They'll ask a question, right? And if no one's saying anything, nothing is happening. They'll just wait there and drink their
Really?
tea.
Oh, see, I don't. I'm not too pleased with that.
They're
That's
the worst ones.
not because I'm just like, yo, clearly no one is up for this. Just move on.
Yeah,
And like maybe because that's when you kind of need to pick someone out to get an opinion. But oh my goodness, if they don't let it go, it's a bit stupid.
uh,
Overall, though, you 100% you happy with like your decision? Because it's a big decision to like go against the norm. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. I'm so happy I fell into this. Like, because I do my hobby as my job. I get paid to do what I love to do for fun. Like, I can't complain. Like, the work's a bit hard, but like, I love it.
Rewarding.
It's rewarding. Like last year when I got my distinction, like, bro, when I got that, I was like, yo, like, because I've never been, apart from maths, I've never been getting like the highest of highest grades. And I get the highest grade, which was just like, yo, that's mad. Like,
That's good, bro. Fuck. At least that's yeah, because that's I feel that's a similarity with uni and apprenticeships. Like the work you put in when it comes out, you're like, you know what? Yeah, fuck. I actually earned this. Like there's no bullshit mark scheme system. Like this is genuinely based off my knowledge and the work I put into it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it's some real shit.
Mm.
I think for my concerns when I was applying, because I did look at apprenticeships, but I clearly didn't do enough research. What will be the main things you feel need to be looked up when you're looking into them?
Look at the company because it's a job, remember, as well.
Okay, that's a good one.
You don't want to. That's the thing. Like, I don't know. It depends what your kind of what type of person you're into. Like, if you actually want to make a load of stuff, look for a small company.
Okay, so this is like, yeah, take this from the perspective of someone who, like, especially me, because I did not do any research, and imagine like I don't want to go through with uni.
Yeah, yeah.
So, what would you tell me? Like, you know, like boy to
So
boy.
be
Like,
patient with applying. 'Cause
okay.
all my days, it took me 18 months to get mine.
Oh yeah, it
I
was
could
a
have two
long
kids.
process. Back to back. It was a real long process. I remember this.
18 months because I applied
When you
halfway through the
finally got
first.
it, we were like, "Yo, yes."
Yeah, because I gave up. I literally gave up, right? And I remember I quit my job 2 weeks earlier for literally no reason.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you remember?
I remember
I
you quit. Called me. I went, "Why'd you quit?" Wait, why? You went, "Because I can."
I literally just quit.
That's not a reason. That's just not a reason.
Like obviously, it's all in what you believe in, but I think it pulled through.
I just, do you know what? That was so long ago. Oh my god! I remember you told me this over the fucking phone, and I was so shocked because I was just like, "Wait, what? Wait, hang on." Oh
So
goodness.
you just quit. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the end of the conversation because
Like even
I
on my
had no
notice,
more
I didn't
questions.
write reason. I just wrote, "Hey, it was really fun working here. I really like all of you. Can I leave with 2 weeks notice, or whatever?" And that was it. I didn't put a reason or anything
There's no reason.
because I didn't have one. That's the problem. And when they were asking me, I
Oh,
was just like,
God, that's so funny.
people were like, "Why are you leaving?" I was like, "I don't know."
Man, I do need the money.
Because I remember like my last day, I was like, "Yeah, car insurance is gonna be paid soon."
Fuck, that bill's coming right now.
Lucky the good thing was obviously I
You
share a
have
car with
money.
my mum, so she took over for like the 2 weeks I was unemployed. But
Yeah. But at least it came around. Like,
yeah, okay. So that's one. Be patient. Definitely be patient.
okay, that's a huge point. Be patient.
Look who your training provider is. That is a
Okay.
really good one.
Elaborate a little bit more.
Huh?
Elaborate a bit more.
For example, I knew this kid who was doing it through a college,
Okay.
and he got so screwed over. Like
Screwed over?
Yeah. So he was doing the apprenticeship and all that. Luckily, his work was cool, but like, as in the grades wise, they gave him the wrong exam
How do you
and stuff like
wait?
that.
How do you get the wrong exam? Like
Yeah, I don't.
that's a huge
And
mistake. Yo.
so yeah, so then I don't know what he said, but like he couldn't do it again. So the mark he got on the exam he got was the mark he actually got, and stuff like that. And yeah, he just got completely screwed up. So he just wasted like a year and a half. So I would rather do it through an established organization or a really good college or uni. Like make sure they're like try and find some reviews or something. I didn't do that, but from what I've heard, um,
Basically, yeah. Okay.
did tiny bit. I do mine through QA if anyone is interested. They're really good to be fair. Um,
Okay.
there's a thing called a skills coach. Bit iffy on that, but like as in like I've had like
Skills coach. What kind of
six
skills?
now because they just keep leaving. But
What kind of skills do they try and develop you?
um, they try and help you develop skills if that makes sense.
What new ones?
Yeah, and like learning.
Any like
So
yeah,
they
yeah,
don't
what
tell
type
they don't
of
teach you skill.
skills?
They teach you how to learn skills.
How how to that's really good though. Like okay, maybe from what you just said it might not be as effective, but that's something that really should be put in place in all education.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, so that's a huge pro for
So
apprenticeship.
like they've
Yeah.
really improved my note taking. Like I thought I knew how to make notes, but like these guys have shown me techniques and stuff. And it's like, oh yeah, I never thought of that. I can do that now and stuff like that.
Okay, so obviously this is you backing apprenticeships, but to be fair, I might have to say that is a huge win for them. Like learning how to learn something is something that's way underlooked. Now the quality of university um, life is just decreasing. Like they're commercializing a lot of stuff. Like they're putting Starbucks and fast food chains like in the uni, like the campus.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I've actually seen that.
That's very poor. Like they don't realize it. It may seem good, but it is very poor. Like it just decreases the quality of everything. But now, okay. With that being said, like so that you have a how-to class. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's really good to be fair.
Okay. Well,
Really good.
I think that's enough examples. But like, what other like the main question was more, what would you tell me to be looking into?
Um,
So the second one was who's teaching you.
who's teaching me? Oh, like these are qualified. Like it's just a lecturer, really. Like same old.
But your point was like, look who's
Oh, sorry. Yeah, my point. Yeah, look who's teaching you. Yeah,
who's
that's
teaching
one.
you. Okay. Your next point.
My
So
next point.
uh,
Look what degree you come out with at the end, because it's just like a uni degree. Um, if you want a generic one, try and find the most generic end degree. Like mine's very generic, so I don't have to just go into software engineering. I can do quite a lot actually with mine. I can, yeah, quite a lot of stuff.
okay, that's good.
Um,
Like different branch, you can branch out into different fields basically.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I know there's like accounting ones, stuff like that. But the good thing why an apprenticeship is good is obviously you get the degree at the end, but then you've also got the experience. So you might find that you kind of didn't even need the degree
That is a huge point actually.
because right now I've got 3 years of commercial experience.
Okay.
So, and imagine me. So imagine when someone who's studying computer science comes out. If I came out at the same time as them, so look at us at like 22, yeah, and we
Yeah.
both apply for a job. We've both got a degree and we've both got the same grade, but I've got 5 years of commercial experience. Who are you gonna hire?
No, of course, of course.
It's just you're putting yourself in a place to win. So look at the degree you've got and look at the experience you'll get as well. So yeah, you might want to get a generic job as well if you can. But obviously, most time you can't really choose what else
Based
to look
on
for.
based on everything you've told me so far, like it already is very evident that an apprenticeship gives way more long-term benefits
For
than a
sure, for
uni
sure.
degree so far. And I'm a uni student, so that's for me that's a lot to say because it's not a bitter pill to swallow. It's just like, is what it is. I'm
Do
just
you know?
looking.
You know this. I'm a big advocate for apprenticeships, and like I even told you. I'm telling everyone, if you
Yeah,
can, look at apprenticeships. I'm
I
literally,
I may have to look at one. Like I
I'm
can't.
telling
I
everyone. Like honestly, I like imagine this. Yeah, on the last course I was on, actually the one before that, there was two people in my class. They were both 21, and they both have their own house and their own cars.
Okay, right.
Like not like rent. Like no. One was renting, but the other girl, she literally has a mortgage. She actually rides bikes. Like she's got two bikes, and it's like, you're 21. You've like you're pretty much like living. So if you don't want to grow up, it's not the best way to go about life. But if you want to get straight into adult life, like she's there. Like she's got a house. She's got all that.
Okay.
She's got a man.
She's gone, man. Right.
Uh,
Right. Okay. Well, going off this though, so this is a two-part question. So, firstly, you find that um, there is there are reasons to go to uni instead of an apprenticeship to choose it.
uh, I don't know. Like obviously, there's that whole argument of if you're unsure, but even then, I'm not sure. Like, because if you're unsure, I think just don't do anything. Because that's 9 bags that you're wasting, really.
Okay. Well, that's the first part. Because if your answer was yes, and there was reasons to choose uni over apprenticeship and apprenticeship over uni, more reasons for apprenticeship at the moment, clearly.
I'm not gonna. I don't really know a reason why to go uni instead of doing an apprenticeship. Because I'm doing a degree apprenticeship, so I'm getting the same outcome you're getting. Maybe socially, I could do better. Maybe yeah, socially yeah, but at the same time, like I just visit my mates.
Okay. Well, that changed my second. It changes my second question, but well, it raises a new one. Would you say an apprenticeship is for everyone then?
Ooh.
Because if you because when you look at you, I was kind of basing my second question off you saying yes. I wasn't sure what you were going to say, but if you
Mm-hmm.
said yes, it would have been my question would have been, um, what would make if someone thinking of choosing whether to do an apprenticeship or uni, what would be the features that you would say to them? Yeah, I don't think an apprenticeship is for you. But obviously, that's not quite the case now. Do you think an apprenticeship is for everyone?
I reckon. Uh, so obviously, not every job type has an apprenticeship scheme, but
Yeah.
if they can, yes, for sure. Or even a traineeship. Try and get a traineeship. It's pretty much an apprenticeship.
Okay, that's good.
But you don't actually get a. Well, obviously, I think is it you don't get like a academic qualification. I think you just get like people like yeah you can do this job kind of thing. I don't know. I have to look into it. But anyway, I just reckon if you know what you want to do in life, if you know you want to be an engineer, do an
Oh,
engineering apprenticeship.
100% the way to go for that. I've looked into that myself. Like, that's crazy. Because the stuff you have to learn, because I've actually met people doing that, and I I really should have remembered this guy's name, but this was years ago. He was so happy because he was like your situation. He was basically doing his hobby and being paid for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Loved it. And he was an aerospace engineer. He was fixing planes. Like he loved it every single day. Imagine this guy worked 4 days on, 4 days off. I'm pretty sure that's like,
That's a life.
yeah, that's pretty sweet. I can't lie. Because those 4 days off, I didn't know him very well, but I judge him as a productive guy, especially if he loves this job. Like, so I imagine he was having a great time, like getting shit done or relaxing some days.
No, it's I don't know. I think apprenticeship is the way forward. I don't think you should really.
And then my last question, and this is just so we cover every possible scenario for someone deciding to move to apprenticeship, right?
Yeah.
If someone were to drop out of uni at the age of, this sounds like me, by the way.
Put it
Say,
on you. Why not?
oh, okay. Do you know, for argument's sake, we'll say it to me. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say I want to drop out at the age of 20 right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it too late to get an apprenticeship? Like,
No. So our company initially hired two apprentices. The other apprentice was 33.
Oh, really?
The oldest apprentice I've met, he didn't tell me his age exactly. He did one of those things where it's like,
Yeah.
he says wait, his so
Did he give you like a
yeah,
historic?
give me a ballpark region. So I think so he'll be in his late 40s.
Oh shit, man! Really? That's sick.
So I think the thing is when you think of an apprentice, you think of some 18-year-old, 16-year-old, because that's what I thought as well. Like this was mad. Yeah, so I got my apprenticeship after sixth form, so I thought I was late anyway. So what? I was
Yeah, I
18.
thought so.
Yeah, in my class, my first ever class, I was the youngest one by 2 years. The
Really?
youngest apprenticeship after me was 20.
Let's say okay. Do you know? I have one last question because this is
It's fascinating. It's
yeah,
mad.
it's raised more. It's raised way more. Now this question will definitely cover everyone. Now, like as far as I'm concerned. So we've had uni dropouts,
Yeah.
and because they're like, you know what, uni's not for me, or if I don't enjoy it, or I find it too difficult. An apprenticeship is definitely an option, correct?
Yep.
And a good one at that, if anything.
I think so.
When you finish uni, let's say you stuck it out, you did the whole course, you got the degree, but you're kind of like, now what? Is an apprenticeship something else to turn to still, or is it one of those
Yeah,
options where it's
you
either
probably
or?
actually get on a bit easier as well because now you've got qualification. You can go on straight to a degree apprenticeship, so then you can get 2 degrees, which will make you even more favorable if you ever look for another job in future.
Okay. I don't know how
Uh,
apprenticeships work, but can you apply for higher valued kind
yeah.
of?
So I actually wanted to apply for a degree apprenticeship when I was leaving sixth form, but I didn't obviously have the
Qualification?
A levels.
Yeah.
So I actually applied for an apprenticeship which was level three. So which only needed my level three is A levels. So I needed my GCSEs to get into it.
Okay.
So you can apply for you can apply for different levels. Well, there's only two real levels. Well, there's three. So some of my friends, most people, those people that go out of secondary school who weren't that good, so they do a level two, which is that they'll sometimes have to do maths and English again.
Hmm.
But after you do level two, you get straight to level three. Level three, blah, blah, you know what I mean? So, but in their fields like construction and plumbing, don't tend to get degree ones. It's mostly in like accounting now and
Yeah.
like stuff I'm doing and like computers and stuff like that. So like apprenticeships are never too late. Honestly, like in the class, you'd be surprised that most like in my class I was in literally this week, right? I was the youngest again, and I'm 20 now. Right, the next youngest. Oh, and the next youngest was 21. That was the girl with the house. Then after that, I think there was a 26-year-old. But after that, there was pretty much all adults.
Oh my god. Right.
So
Let's
never too late.
I think if we can conclude like our thoughts on this, and tell I'll say the thought, and you can just correct or add what you feel needs to be said, because I'm trying to share the thought here, right?
Hmm.
So with uni, I based on all the facts, I do find that uni is just a place where, yeah, you can work hard for the degree, but with an apprenticeship, that seems like a better option. You seem to get more worth from it. I think uni is just a place where you want to let loose and like it's more
Yeah.
um social change in life than
From what I think, I feel like uni is more of a place where you don't want to let go of your childhood in a way. Like you're
child.
not ready to be in a job yet, kind of thing, and you just
Oh,
still
okay.
want.
Yeah, you're not ready to be in the world. This is like the final barrier, I'd say.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you just don't want to make that hop yet, and you're just prolonging it as long as possible.
I think I can say I'm
That's
in that.
what it kind of looks like a bit, but I don't know. It again, it's personal preference as well. If you know a degree is what you want and what, like for example, being a doctor, you can't do an apprenticeship to be a doctor.
No, of course,
You
but in a sense, it is kind of its own apprenticeship. It
Yeah, because
is.
it kind of gets paid back for you, doesn't it?
It's 7 years of training. Like all the shit you have to do. Yeah, it's. I would say in its own way, it's an apprenticeship, just without the title.
Because you get the 2 years of
You
being
get
in
the
a.
training, you get everything. You get the doctorate, blah blah blah. But yeah, okay, I'd say in generic terms, uni is more of a social experience because holding on to what's left of not being in a working world.
Yeah. So I think to conclude, like, I would say, if you know you, do what you find best. If you know you definitely want to go in that stream of work, I would say do an apprenticeship. Like, for example, like if just a quick one before we finish. Like if you want to be a pilot, yeah, um, I would say do an apprenticeship in engineering because you won't get in debt and you'll be racking up money as well. Which would, because to be a pilot you need 100 grand.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm looking into this.
Yeah,
So
that's why I said it. Yeah.
you're like, oh my goodness,
So you won't have so because most pilot
100
most
bags.
most trainee pilots, they take 100 grand loan, which
Yeah,
you will get. But like, imagine you've got your 36 grand to pay back to the uni, then now you've got your 100 grand to pay back to the bank or whoever gave you your loan.
bro. Imagine 100 bags versus 9 bags a year. Like that's, that's a lot of bags.
Yeah. But anyway, it is what it is. Just enjoy life. That's what I say. Just enjoy life.
Yeah, okay. Well, to make a fair conclusion to apprenticeships, I think if you really do know what you want to do, and
Do it.
you're, yeah, I would go for I would say an apprenticeship is the way to go. Right now, I am in uni, and I'm just prolonging the inevitable. I'm just trying to enjoy my life, and then get stuck in. And by the way, you will enjoy apprenticeships. It's just, you
I'm
know,
loving life. I'm not gonna lie.
I just like the social. You know?
Yeah, I'm still going to festivals. I'm still messing around with my
Yeah,
mates.
well, Tab's still with me. We're all doing bits.
Yeah, I kept all my mates, so it's alright.
I kept all my friends.
Somehow. But
Oh man.
nah. Hey, thank you for listening. Hopefully
Yeah.
that helps someone.
Again, if you found any of this helpful, or even if it didn't help you directly and you feel like someone else needs to hear it, just share it with that one person.
Yeah. If you breathed during this episode, please share with one person and tell that person to tell a person.
Breathe, laughed, or learn anything, or found any of it useful, please just pass on. One person is all it takes. Sweet. Thanks, guys.